orúkọ mi ni Àlàní Àtọ̀dá láti Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde ẹ̀kíta tó ọdẹ. AK Saga ló bọ̀ láti kúrò.
You when you want chop better money, you want win better money. Oh yeah, Angel Gabriel, on to that.
Of course, expect a first half goal for Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Nothing calm. Every Saturday, 11:30 a.m. For sponsorship and advert, you can call 070 35 41 51 92.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enakna. Listen to Offside with OffsidewithOlalekanEfficient. He's my boy, and he's always on Sweet 107.1 FM. God bless you.
Your body in a
Yo, what's up, everybody? They call me Mr. P. You're listening to Offside with OlalekanEfficient on Switch Radio 107.1 FM. Keep it locked down. I love you much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Abakuta Alpha. Radio Jaga, Jaga, Jaga. Without you. Without you. Abakuta. Without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Abakuta kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ without you. Oje? Barry live. Barry, we don't resurrect Barista. We don't resurrect Barista on the show. Yes, sir. A fantastic happy birthday, yes, sir, to one of the fans of the Offside with OlalekanEfficient. Yes, sir. Chief Mrs. Olubumi Janet Oyerinde. Yes, sir. The Ereluaje of Owu Igosun. Yes, sir, Mama. Yes, sir. Long life and prosperity. Yes, sir. The birthday was on Wednesday, and of course, sir, Barry happened to be one of our favorite music. Music that you love. Mama, this song is for you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
China Africa, you dey feel me? China, you dey feel me? Happy birthday to Ereluaje of Ago Igosun. Mama, ẹ pẹ́ láyé.
Adéyìnmí ká olókùnrin.
Àyìndé òkú Barry Wonder. Eba, if you wanna see Barry Wonder, you wanna see Wonder. Formula, eba. Yes, sir, Formula. Yes, sir, let me begin quickly. It's unfortunate that people don't recognize our traditional music any longer. What's going on? Everybody is now singing R&B and hip hop. What's going on?
And see, it's how will I put it? The way things are going now, we are forgetting our roots. Our roots, forgetting our tradition. So. It's good once in a while for us to remember where we come from, to remember our roots. And
sorry for cutting you short. Yeah. Do you know certain Enrique Iglesias, the guy that sang Hero?
Yes,
I can't be your hero.
Yeah, I know.
You know the guy is a Spanish guy from Madrid.
Spanish, yeah.
And consistently he has did a lot of songs that has a Spanish language.
Yeah.
The latest one is Bailando. Yeah. I saw him perform that song on African Got Talent. We have Shakira.
Yeah.
Shakira right there. This guy that sang Despacito.
Yeah.
These are guys from the Southern American from Brazil, Argentina. You know, we talk about samba songs in Brazil. Yes. But for Africa, everybody want to sing hip hop, want to sing what's going on. So this is Barry. This is Barista. This is Barista.
Efficient, you know, we also have musicians, we have artists also in Nigeria that also sing in a native song, in the native language rather. We have people, artists like Fino, we have like Olamide, who also sing in a native song, and their songs also are also listened to in the diaspora. So it's nothing new.
I think we can do better. You know, I'm a lover of good music. So I just saw Barry, Paso, you know, Oshupa, Arabambi, you know, Olufima. Anything just you know, I know Maura. We there.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enakna. Listen to Offside with OffsidewithOlalekanEfficient. He's my boy, and he's always on Sweet 107.1 FM. God bless you.
Your body in a
Yo, what's up, everybody? They call me Mr. P. You're listening to Offside.
All right, Formula, let's go straight to the games that we'll play last week. Some people make their note think, say, is there another show? No, don't get it twisted. We're just trying to be dynamic. Yes, Formula. Let's start with the games that was dropped last week.
Yes,
how do we do?
For last week, we dropped nine games for last week, and out of those 9 games, 3 games did not come through. And you know, the last weekend you talked about.
I was in spirit. I was in spirit that there's going to be an upset.
Yeah. You said so.
Barcelona and of course Manchester United.
In fact, I wasn't even looking at the Levante Barcelona game. My mind. I know I told you. I said the upset I saw last weekend was the match between Bournemouth and Man United. I said there was going to be an upset, which happened. And you were talking about Barcelona. And I said but I was like, no, I'm not sure. And it also happened also.
So you can imagine if you have carried Levante.
In fact, the teams I never expected to even bust my coupon, they just, in fact, efficient. I was.
Let's go to them.
So last weekend's game, Bournemouth against Man United went for a both team to score, which the match ended 1-0 in favor of Bournemouth, and also Sevilla against Liverpool went for an away win for Liverpool, which came through. Liverpool won that match 2-1. Then Arsenal against Wolves went for a both team to score, which came through. The match ended 1-1. Then Watford against Chelsea went for a multi-goal, 2 to 4 goals, and it came true because Chelsea won that game 1-2. Then also Levante against Barcelona went for a Barcelona to win.
And on the other side, we still tip Levante.
Yes. You said so also that you have seen that you saw an upset also in that, but it came true. Levante won 3-1. Then Sevilla against Atletico Madrid under 2.5. It came true. The match ended 1-1. Then Real Madrid against Real Betis went for Real Madrid to win, but it ended in a stalemate draw, 0-0.
But all together, how do you feel?
All together, it was okay. I think 3 games just didn't come through, so 6 came through, so it was okay.
Guys, to the listeners at home, you don't need any prophet to tell you games to play. Just stick around. Be rest assured that as much as we can, we make sure at least if a picking gets over 70-80%, the picking that's almost
efficient. I can also tell you that during the week, the Champions League, I think the punters, people like
my God,
it was really fantastic for us because I know I had some.
Yeah, you know, some cool. And that is why today my lunch and dinner is on Formula. My lunch and dinner is on Formula because Ever Blessing is saying that it's still part of the equation because we have to be part of. Now let's go straight to boxing. Dunadio Conta will be standing in line for us. We just want to talk about them, but something is going on in boxing. We saw that man. This guy,
Canelo against Sergey Kovalev last weekend.
Kovalev, it's like when a Peking get double promotion, from what they call it, welterweight to light heavyweight.
Yes, and before the fight happened last weekend, efficient. People were a bit skeptical about the match, about the fight rather, because Canelo rather is smaller to Kovalev. Kovalev was much bigger and taller than Canelo, but what do we know? Canelo won that fight, but people who watched, because I didn't watch the fight live, but I had to go on YouTube to check the highlights. So, but checking on the highlights, it was a really boring fight. So when I saw the fight, and I now saw that what people were talking about on Twitter, because Twitter was ablaze. People saying the match was a fix, that it was too good to be true. That how will Canelo defeat Kovalev and all that stuff.
But checking the statistic of Canelo Alvarez, he has 52 fights.
Yes, 55.
55
yes,
fights.
And he has won 52.
He has won 52.
Yes, just lost.
Knockout, 35 knockout.
Yes.
You want to tell me that statistics doesn't matter?
No, it does matter, but looking at the category he is in welterweight, they're moving up 4 places to the light heavyweight. Efficient. I mean, what can I say? But he's also a good fighter. He won the fights, and to also add to it, Canelo has the second. He has the second largest sports contract in the world. So he has a sports contract worth about $365 million.
I hear you.
Yes,
money.
365 million.
I don't think Anthony Joshua.
He's not even in the top 10. I'm not sure he's even in the top 20. So he has the second biggest largest sports contract in the world. So he's also a good boxer. So I'm not taking anything away from Canelo.
But let's look at some. He has moved to lighter heavyweight now, right? Let's look at the other guys. We have in light heavyweight, we have Canelo Alvarez, we have Sergio Kovalev, we have Gilberto, we have Ramirez, we have Jim, we have Pascal. Do you think this guy, this Avero, will end up becoming maybe another Mayweather? Or maybe in near future, he's just 29.
He's
and
29.
Then that we'll be talking about maybe at the heavyweight just beating everybody like a Mayweather.
Yes, since he has moved from welterweight to light heavyweight, so he's eligible to compete in the super welterweight and also the middleweight category and the super middleweight. So I think he can still do well also in this category. For him to jump four categories up to light heavyweight, so I think he can still do well for himself.
Okay, now you see, boxing is very dynamic and there's a lot of money is involved. But for the fans that want to jump on this one, I want to talk about everything. You can just call us on 08095961071 or 08179201071. Let me take that one again, 08095961071. And of course 08179201071. Yes, sir, we have online right now. Yes, sir, legendary Dunodi Okonta. Yes, sir, Nodi. Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on Offside with Olalekan. It's the second time you will be joining us on the show. We thank you so much for spending time there to be with us. And I have in my company, yes, sir, Charles Abidemi formula. Dunodi, we just want to talk about the MPFL that started last week. There's not too much to talk about, but 2 centers caught our attention, and that is in Kano, and of course what happened in there, yes, in Owerri, yes, MFM and Atlant. Clement Ogu got a goal at the 39th minute, of course, and Kano Pillars, Rivers United had Kano Pillars to a goalless draw, which is unusual. Does it mean that we are in for a new, different season entirely for this year MPFL?
Naturally, that was what you expect when the season just started in Nigeria. But still early days, because look at the last 3 seasons. We discovered that last season we had match day 1, we had like 3 away wins. But eventually, you see how it turned out to be at the end of the day. So I don't want to run to the street and be jumping and celebrating because of just one match day. It's too early to start celebrating.
It's too early.
Because most times in my study of the Nigerian league season in the last 15 years, I discovered that by the time we are approaching match day 12 and 13, you begin to see those ugly incidents where it's head. And that's where you sometimes begin to imagine, so what happened when we had the first 4 match season? and people were celebrating that we are going to get a turnaround. Like I've said in the past, the only way this can stop is when we enforce the rules of the game.
Dunodi, let's talk about Atlant MFM. We have a new coach against a former coach of MFM. You know, we expect that. Are you not surprised of that result, Coach Bolus? I think this is the first time, except people that have been into sport here in Coach Bolus, and there are some of the former players of MFM teaming up with Atlant. They have the Ikechukwu Ezenwa is part of Atlant team. You know, but what's going on? Is it that the coach has the former coach of MFM is not ready, or the luck was just on their side, or we say that MFM is in need this time around again?
Well, I think for Ikechukwu, the biggest challenge is going to be how we can navigate and overcome the obstacles at Atlant. What we had at MFM in the last 13 years is going to have a different proposition at Atlant, because Atlant as a club is both political and sporting. Political is that a lot of interest politically are involved in that club. So it means that he has to deliver the results so that those political interests does not interfere with his job at the end of the day.
But he has more money at Atlant. There is more money to spend.
Yeah, he has more money to spend. He earns more, even 2 times what he was earning at MFM. Or even close to 3 times what he earned at MFM. But in a club like Atlant, the pressure at Atlant are much. We have seen coaches come to Atlant and they don't stay long. They get sacked after 5 days, and they resign after 5 match days because the result isn't favorable to the fans. So he needs to target the result. And for him to get the result, he has to go to Port Harcourt and get at least a draw.
Today.
So that the narrative from the loss of the first game against MFM in Okigwe will begin to reduce and begin to turn in his favor. If he doesn't get the result in Port Harcourt, it puts us under more pressure. So I think for him, that is going to be the case. But he has to keep getting the result, because that's the only way he can avoid the insult at Atlant. But for the coach at MFM, this is not his first time he's handling the team in the Premier League as a chief coach. The first time I caught up with him, he was the one that promoted Giwa. He handled Giwa in the Premier League.
Wow.
At one point. Then Giwa had issues. He went to team up with Ibama at Rangers, and they won the league. Yes. So I think he's pretty experienced, but just a few knew about him. But the fact is that he has a strong pedigree as far as the Nigerian Professional Football League is concerned.
Yes, Mr. Dunodi, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Formula.
Okay.
I have a question to ask you, sir.
Thank you.
It's concerning them Delta Force players, because I read in news concerning them the players being owed salaries for at least 6 months. Yeah. So I don't know what can you say about this? I know it's something trending in Nigerian football, being players being owed salaries. So what can you say about this, sir?
Okay. Talking about Delta Force, and I think it's not just Delta Force.
Yeah.
But we was also following the same. They are also suffering the same thing, because two clubs are from Delta State.
Yes, from Delta State.
But when you put that across board, it's not every club that owes player salaries. Not every club. But the fact is that when contracts are not properly signed, these are one of the problems you have. When compliance are not being, when rules are not being enforced on this club, it's another big problem. When a club refuses to pay a player for 3 to 4, 5 months, what will the rule state? The fact is that the players can walk out on the contract. That's what the rule states. And 2, the club cannot fulfill its financial obligation. When you talk of player salary, it's the minimum obligation. The minimum. If the club cannot fulfill the minimum obligation as a club to play in the professional league, that club stands to be a club in the professional league. That club can never feature in the professional league. But we have a case in Nigeria where all things go, everybody just go, and to the fact that this is the time the LMC and the Nigerian Football Federation must come out and stamp their foot and ensure that proper things are done. If not, these trends will continue. Therefore, this is not the first time. It started from last season. We was also started from last season. But they still continue in the league. There are several other clubs also who are in the same circumstance. and nothing has been done concerning it.
Yes, Donald, talking about LMC, the news broke 2 days ago that there is a mega deal now. They just signed one next. Is it not an audio deal, or is it real? What do you? Is it some? We don't want to get surprised again about deal comes at the end of the day. You start having. Is it something we can hold them to?
Well, I think I shared the same cynicism and suspicion you also had. In the past, we have had issues like this. But the fact that when that thing is properly signed, and we begin to see the implementation of that deal, we begin to see what they are doing with it. I will not jump. I will not join the party making and money making gang. I won't join it. The fact that let me see what they will do with what they've said they will do, until we properly get a clearer picture and probably implementation and seeing what the deal entails. And we are seeing it on TV. We are seeing the impact on our club. We are seeing the impact on the league. We are seeing the impact on the players. Then I will still remain a cynic.
Now, lastly, let's talk about the NFF. We just heard from the Bloom that they said they were not guilty any longer. Even it's not about not guilty. They just the charges was reversed. All of a sudden they turned to be a saint. Does that anything suspicious, or is it that they were accused wrongly, or there was some power that bill, or what's going on?
Well, whatever the court states is what must be respected. The court says the charges they've been discharged and acquitted. So it be.
All right, Dunodi, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We say that we always valued your opinion when it comes to topical national sporting issues. Thank you so much for stopping by. We look forward to hook up with you sometimes in future. Thank you so much, boss.
Thank you.
All right, Formula, you heard him. Owing salary in MPFL is like a tradition.
Yes, it's something that has been trending for a while now, and I don't know how players will keep playing for clubs and still yet they're not going to be paid salaries. What did they expect them to?
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Let's go straight to Formula One. I was happy last week that my guy made the podium, even though you never gave him an opportunity. Although the podium wasn't enough for him to, but of course Verstappen was on podium.
Yes, last weekend we raced at USA. Verstappen was on podium. Though Valtteri Bottas won the race, followed by Hamilton, who came second. So with that result, Hamilton is now the Formula One 2019 Formula One champion.
Can we say that Hamilton is the greatest Formula One driver of all time?
No, for now, he's not the greatest, because I'll still put Michael Schumacher right ahead of him, because Michael Schumacher has won eight drivers championship, and Hamilton has only won just 6. So,
and in terms of races that won 90.
Yes, and also Schumacher has won 91 races,
91,
while
Hamilton 83.
So I'm pretty sure by next season he's going to surpass that. I'm pretty sure he's going to surpass that.
All right. Yeah. Let's go to the games for the fans to play. When we come back, we'll start with the games for the fans to play for this week.
So how many games do I take from you?
All right, guys. Yes, Formula. Let's go to your English Premier League. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So games for this weekend. Chelsea against Crystal Palace. I'm going for a Chelsea to win that. Even if it's a London derby, but I'm going for a Chelsea to win. So the odds is at 1.34. Then also Burnley against West Ham, going for a Bolton to score or a straight draw, which is at 3.64. Then Newcastle against Bournemouth, I'm going for a straight draw also.
Now that Newcastle Bournemouth is going to be very, very physical.
Yes,
it will be very,
it's
very
going
physical.
to be a physical match. It's going to be a physical
Mm.
encounter, but I'm seeing a draw, and the odds are 3.34, and also Southampton against Everton. Everton are beginning to find a little bit of momentum. So I'm going to give them.
But their last outings when their players got injured against Spurs.
Yes, that was Andre Gomez. Yes, with that horrific injury. Yeah, so I'm going for an Everton to win, and the odds are 2.45, and also Tottenham Hotspur against Sheffield United. Efficient. I don't know, but I'm going for both people to score.
Sheffield United has shocked.
They've
something. they did something that people never thought they would do this season. So they won't be a pushover.
Yeah,
they won't be a pushover. So the best thing in that one should be draw.
Yeah,
should be draw. Yeah. So okay, now let's talk about Leicester Arsenal.
Yeah, Leicester Arsenal. Efficient. I'm going for Leicester to win. Arsenal are not in great shape at all.
In a better form. Except they will prove us wrong otherwise. Let's go to Liverpool, Manchester City.
So Liverpool, Manchester City. Efficient. Man City have not won at Liverpool since 2003. And since then they've played 18 matches in all competition, and they have not won just a single match at Anfield. I'm not seeing them winning at Anfield here today. I'm going for a straight draw. Efficient. Draw. Mark my word, it's going to be a straight draw. A straight draw.
Is it good draw or just barren draw?
A draw is a draw.
A draw is a draw. Don't confuse the listeners from that. Just that either go draw or anything draw.
I'm seeing they're good. Their defenses are not okay, but I'm going for
that game will be very tricky. It's very, very tricky.
It's tricky, but it's going to be a draw. Efficient. I'm going to be here next weekend.
Okay, let's go to La Liga. Let's just talk about two games. Deportivo Alaves and Real Valladolid.
Okay. Against Real Valladolid, a straight draw, and the odds at 3.00, and also Barcelona against Celta Vigo. I'm going for Barcelona to win after they lost last weekend, and the odds at 1.19.
Let's go to Italian Serie A. Let's go. There's a lot of goal in Serie A this season.
Efficient. This season has been Italian Serie A has been a league of goals. This season.
Over 3.5 is possible.
In fact,
it's possible.
It's really possible.
Let's pick one or two.
I'm going to pick Brescia against Torino. So I'm going to go for Brescia to win that, and the odds are 2.84. And also Inter Milan against Hellas Verona, Inter to win, and the odds are 1.33. Then also Juventus against AC Milan, that's the big game for this weekend. And I'm going for a Juve to win that, and the odds are 1.45.
All right, now if you add this one calculators, put how much on it, how much is going to win?
If you put 100 down on these games, Efficient. That's not going to be that.
It's a big game. All right, yeah. Like you always said, the higher the risk, the bigger the odds. Okay, Formula. Next week, I hope that this game, when the fans play it, they will smile to the bank. We have to go because it's always 12 and news is coming. Your parting shot, Formula.
Yeah, my parting shot. Enjoyed this weekend's game, and for the punters like us, you should just bet wisely.
Bet wisely. All right, the fans. Next week is still another time. So next week we come on your way. Au revoir.
What's your dream? Your aspiration? I mean, your vision. You want to be heard? Listen to Nigeria's first entrepreneurship and leadership development radio station. Listen to Sweet 107.1 FM. Someday, the world will listen to you.
So sweet. Sweet 107.1 FM.
This is Sweet 107.1 FM News.